Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live audio description of the gameplay of Before I Forget. Please feel free to message, let me know if you can hear me okay, if you can hear the game audio okay as well. And apologies for any banging you can hear, there's some builders in the flat upstairs. So, on screen we have the player, Stuart. He's in a room with a guitar on the wall and a wardrobe behind him. He's got ginger hair, black framed glasses, a ginger beard. He's in his late 20s, and I'm just going to let him know that I've introduced him. So he will remove himself from the screen. I'm just sending him a chat message saying, introduction done. And he's waving goodbye. So he's on the main menu of Before I Forget. Which gives you options to change the language, the settings. He's going to begin a new game, and it's loading. Before I Forget is best played through in one sitting, roughly an hour, using headphones or with audio subtitles turned on in the settings menu. So we're still waiting for it to load. The buttons that you would use if you were playing the game are W, A, S, D on a keyboard and the left button of a mouse. And then there's also the gamepad controls, but I'm not sure what you would call those buttons. There's a round button on the left above the cross-shaped button and a round button on the right below some smaller buttons at the top. Stuart sent a message through to my stream to say that he's not sure if it's frozen. I'll just let him know. Oh no, that was on his stream. Forgive me, everybody, if you're a Twitch regular. I've never used it before, so... So I've just sent him a chat message to say, don't worry, it gives me something to describe. And we're starting the game again. The credits for Before I Forget and the main menu. He's starting a new game and it's loading. So we find ourselves inside a room in a house, an almost colourless room, but outside the window you can see the red bricks of another building and a green bush. The view of the room is blurry, but there are...
Where am I?
But there are some glasses on a table which have been picked up and turned around.
Is this the right place? Dylan will know. I'll find him.
There's a note on the desk, a post-it note. It says, gas bill overdue, we'll sort it together. Because the glasses have been...
Overdue? Why hasn't Dylan paid it?
There's an envelope which has an urgent stamp on it. And colour slowly seeps into the room. Also, because the glasses are on, we can now see more clearly. There's some plants on a window ledge, some more urgent stamped letters on the doormat. There's the option to open a door, which we've walked through into a corridor with wooden floors. But again, it's very grey and colourless, apart from some post-it notes. It says, today is Thursday the 12th of July. She's picked up a note, dentist on the 18th, 10:30 a.m.
Dentist? I don't know where it is. How will I get there?
There's a door and the option to open it. There's an umbrella, a purple umbrella, which has been picked up and turned around.
I got caught in the rain that day in the park. But you offered to share your umbrella. We walked slowly, even though the rain got here.
A flashback.
How do you like Amsterdam?
It's beautiful, like stepping back in time.
And we're back in the room. The light cord has been pulled. Walking down the corridor into another room. It's a sitting room with a desk. Again, a lack of colour in the room. But on a bookshelf there's a trophy, which looks a bit like a planet with the ring of Saturn around it. Scientific discovery of the year 1975. Dr. Sunita Appleby.
That sounds impressive. But I don't think it was me.
Moving across the room, there's a framed photograph, black and white photo, of a young woman in graduation robes and cap.
That was before we met. I look so young.
Moving around the room, there's a framed painting of a woman with a shawl over her head and a magazine on a bookcase. Modern Scientist magazine, Indian cosmetologist Sunita Appleby, boldly going where no woman has been before.
That's me. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going.
Colour slowly seeps into the room. The walls are a lime green colour. Back out into the corridor, which is grey in colour, and entering a bedroom.
Dylan? Are you here?
The bed is unmade. There's a coffee table at the end of the bed, with a concert programme on it, live in concert. Dylan Appleby plays his Bach Goldberg Variations, Amsterdam concert, 27th to the 29th of November 1967. He's a young man with a cigarette in his mouth.
I can hear you playing. Where are you?
A framed photograph on the bedside table. There's the option to pick it up. A black and white photograph of Sunita and Dylan on their wedding day, smiling. Dylan's holding Sunita in his arms.
Your brother almost made you late that day.
Moving around the room, there are Venetian blinds slightly open, another coffee table by the window and a note. Dinner at the Bistro, 9 p.m, D.
What a lovely surprise. our little bistro.
A blue colour.
What time is it? I should get ready, put my makeup on.
A blue colour moves across the walls. In the corner on the bedside table is another note. It's been picked up. I love you, kiss.
He can't have seen it yet. He hasn't drawn the heart.
Moving around the room to a dressing table with an oval mirror, picking up some lipstick. It's red.
Pretty color.
Moving to a chest of drawers, on top is a handbag in a pale lilac colour. The handbag's been picked up and turned around.
You bought me this in Paris.
The wall becomes blue. There's a cupboard in the corner.
It's locked.
Looking around the room and leaving. Back out into the colourless corridor.
I need the toilet. I'll go now before I meet Dylan.
There's the option to open a door. She opens it and she's back in the closet, where the umbrella was. She pulls the light cord and looks around. There's an ironing board, the umbrella, a pair of shoes, a suitcase. Back out into the corridor.
Was it this way? They look the same. I can't... Oh, how silly.
There's a fog in her vision. Back in the closet in the corridor. The same closet. Coming out into the corridor again.
Oh no, Hari Sunni, which door is it?
Her vision is fogged. Back in the closet corridor again. Back in the closet. Back out in the corridor.
Quick, oh please.
The view becomes fish-eyed and confusing.
It's too late. I couldn't remember.
Waking up.
Dylan, he's not there. I hope he's put the kettle on.
Sunny wakes up in the bedroom. It's 8:30 and we've switched off the alarm. She looks at the note. I love you, kiss.
He can't have seen it yet. He hasn't drawn the heart.
The closet in the bedroom that was locked is now open. Moving inside the cupboard. There are blank pages stuck to the wall. And a cushion on the floor. There's the option to open a drawer. Inside there's sheet music. The notes suddenly appear. There's the option to close the drawer. There are boxes on a shelf above a rail, empty apart from some hangers and a couple of dresses. There's a postcard on the wall with the blank pieces of paper, and a cushion on the floor. The sheet music's been taken out of the drawer again. Moving out into the bedroom. Opening the door and stepping out into the corridor. Still drained of colour. Another bedroom. There's a desk and a computer in the far corner. A bookshelf with a phone.
Sunita, it's Maria from
was that? How does she know my name? She said she's coming for me. I should go, but I'll wait for Dylan.
There's a record on the shelf. There's a picture of hands on the cover. On a keyboard, Dylan Appleby, Piano Variations, Winter Ocean. Side A, Pale Moonlight Lake, Whitewater, River, Denial. Those are some of the song names. There's another record on the shelf. Slowly colour moves into the album cover. Another of Dylan's records. Side A, the song names, More Real, All I Ask, Meeting in the Rain, Marbles, Wild Winds. There's a postcard in a box on the bottom shelf. Greetings from India. A picture on the front of the Taj Mahal. To Sunita Appleby. Dearest daughter Sunny, all is well here, well except the gardener has returned. And I think the new one is stealing from the pantry. Daddy won't deal with it and told me not to bother about a few bits, but it's the principle. We're all delighted that you found a home. When are you coming to visit? You both seem so busy. When will you have time to start a family? You can't wait too long. Daddy told me...
Must give them a ring. I haven't spoken to them in ages.
Sorry, I didn't get to finish that one. I couldn't read some of the handwriting.
This is your favorite spot to sit, scribbling a new piece.
At the window looking out at a bird bath, a bird comes to drink. There are flowers planted around the bird bath and a tree. The clouds pass by outside. Clouds passing in a blue sky. Sunita turns to the desk with a computer. There's the option to check emails. There are emails from Dylan Appleby in 1995. Dear Sunny, I finally created an email address for myself, so I'm writing to you from America. The tour is going well, although I miss you very much. See you in a week. All my love, D. An email from Klaas Vandermeer, conference, sent in 1996. Sunita, what happened? I hear the event was a disaster. All those months of work. If you weren't confident presenting, I could have rearranged my schedule and stepped in. We should talk. Give me a call. Klaas. Another email from Desmonda Archer, News, sent in May 1996. Hi Sunita, I've just heard that you're retiring. Are you all right? What about your research? I'm so shocked. Has Dylan convinced you to start a family? You don't have to give up everything. I can't believe you're going. Let's talk. I'll pop into your office for a cuppa. Another email from Desmonda Archer. In 1997. October. Catch up. Hi Sunita, sorry I haven't been in touch. I don't know if you're still picking up your emails, so I'll try and give Dylan a call, and we'll try and get together or something. Mona. That was from Desdemona Archer.
What does Klaus mean, disaster? He always made things difficult, but I could never say anything.
Looking around the desk and opening the drawer, there's a letter inside. Dear Sunita, on behalf of the whole faculty, I want to thank you for your peerless contributions to the research and standing of this university. Your work has left a mark on our institution and the field of cosmology. I speak for myself and all of your colleagues when I say that we are grateful to have the opportunity to work with you on a personal and professional level.
What condition? I'm fine. I'll call him. It's just a misunderstanding.
There's the option to sit down, but the player doesn't take it. There's a star map on the wall. A flashback.
Okay, you show me then, clever clogs.
That's no fun, Dylan. You have to find it yourself.
As you wish, Professor.
Not yet, I'm not.
Bah, it's just a matter of time. So, guide me to this star.
It's not a star, but all right. First, find Pegasus towards the bottom of the map.
Pegasus.
Scanning down the map. To Delphinius. Delphinus, maybe?
Got it!
Its body is a giant box tipped on its corner, and the top left corner of the box is Alpharats.
Scanning the map to a glowing star. Another glowing star. An Alpharats.
This one?
That's it!
Hey, I'm getting good at this.
Now count 2 stars up and follow along to the right. From there to Andromeda.
He's made the shape of the constellation. He follows her instructions.
Right. So, what am I looking at?
The Andromeda Galaxy. It's 2.65 million light years away, and you can actually see it with the naked eye on a clear night.
Imagine that. Wow, you must show me properly. Sonny, do you think there could be another you and me in Andromeda looking back at us?
Maybe. You know, my Leela auntie used to tell me the stories of the gods and the stars, but I can't really remember them now.
Back in the present day, looking at the star map. There's a book
What
and
was
a
I
magnifying
doing?
glass.
Oh yes, Dylan. Where is he?
She looks around the room and leaves back into the corridor.
Maybe he's taking a bath.
Sunita's vision fogs. She goes to the bathroom.
Not in here. Where are you?
A flashback.
So, Sonny to the cosmologist. How about a coffee? There's a cafe over there.
Well, if that's the way the umbrella's going, maybe I should. A cup of tea would be nice. I hope Dylan's put the kettle on.
She looks around the bathroom. There's a pillbox with the first 3 compartments open. Donepezil, 1 tablet to be taken once a day after food. S. Appleby.
Should I take them? I don't feel sick. They can't be for me.
Looking around the bathroom to some shelves at the end of the bath. Then to the door and out into the corridor. There's a standing lamp.
Where did that hole come from?
There's a rug on the corridor floor with a gaping deep hole that's churning far underground. She opens a door and steps into a kitchen. Takeaway menu from the Taj Mahal takeaway and restaurant.
Maybe we can get a takeaway tonight. Then we don't have to cook.
She sticks it back on the fridge. There's a note. Buy peaches.
We always need more peaches.
Another note. The words slowly appear, like with all the other notes. No more peaches.
But Dylan loves peaches.
Another note with an arrow pointing to the left. The words appear. Lunch in here.
Who is leaving these notes? Why are they telling me what to eat? I can decide for myself.
There's the option to open the fridge. It's almost empty. There's some milk, a sandwich, a cheese sandwich. It's been picked up and turned around.
I don't like cheese. So bland. Dylan knows that. Why would he make me cheese? Maybe he's getting forgetful.
There's a cupboard inside a tin can. She picks it up. The label says peaches. And all the labels become visible. A note by the cooker. Sunita, do not use the stove. Your lunch is in the fridge. Maria.
I shall use the stove if I want to. Who is Maria?
Looking around the room. And outside, the clouds whiz by. And day turns to night.
I thought perhaps, now the tour is over, we could start trying.
Let's wait. Just until my research is finalized.
There's a calendar on the wall, July. She goes into the dining room and opens a drawer. There's a card inside. Happy 40th birthday. Inside it says, to my darling Sunita, I love you more every year. Happy birthday. Kiss, kiss.
You always spoil me on my birthday.
A framed photograph of Dylan and Sunita in colour. She's opening a box on Christmas Day. Dylan has a drink in his hand. There's a Christmas tree behind
Which
her.
year was that? We look older.
Colour moves across the wall. There's lots of framed art on the walls. Moving around the room, there's a plane ticket inside a mementos box. The plane ticket is from London.
Amsterdam. That's where we met.
The ticket's from London to Amsterdam. Flashback.
Breakfast in bed, Mrs. Appleby?
Sounds perfect, Mr. Appleby.
Back into the dining room, looking at the plane ticket again.
Amsterdam. That's where we met.
There's sheet music inside the mementos box. The notes appear on the page. A congratulations card. Dearest Sunita, congratulations on your place at Cambridge. You really are following your dreams of going to the stars. Fondest wishes, Auntie Leela.
I miss her stories. I should visit her soon.
There's a globe and a telescope. Picking up the telescope, a framed picture of the stars. Turning the telescope around and looking through it. A dark tunnel, then the stars in the sky in India.
A clear sky. Perfect.
Show me one with a story, Leela auntie.
All right. Let's start with an easy one. This is Taurus, the bull. Look to the east. Can you find the star at the tip of one of the horns?
Moving the telescope around to a bright star in the sky.
Okay, I think those are the horns.
Look down to find the star.
Got it.
That's Svaha. She was desperately in love with Agni, the god of fire. But his love was focused elsewhere.
That's sad. But I suppose at least she's a beautiful star now.
True.
Show me another, auntie.
Let's see. This time, I will show you a constellation in the west. It has 3 stars close together. Can you see it?
No, I can't. There are too many.
Don't give up so easily, Suni. This star's light has traveled so very long just so you could see it. Would you want its journey to be wasted?
How long?
Thousands and thousands of years.
Fine, I'll look again.
Look for the brightest star over to the west.
Looking through the telescope again. Sweeping over to the left. A bright star in the sky.
I see it.
Now head straight up and there will be 3 stars in a row.
I see it. I see it. What is it called, auntie?
Prajapati. One day, Prajapati was chasing one of his daughters. The gods saw and wanted to punish him. They called on Rudra, the god of storms and thunder, and asked him to punish Prajapati. He shot an arrow, which flew fine and true, and pierced Prajapati's waist. Those 3 stars you see are Rudra's arrow.
Whoa, how do you know these stories?
When I was your age, Baba took me out to show me how everything that seems to matter doesn't really matter. The stars show us how small we are.
We're back in the sitting
Leela
room.
auntie? Where did she go?
Back in the sitting room, with the painting of a woman with a shawl over her head.
It's Dylan's move. He's always one step ahead.
There's a chessboard. Time moves slowly on a clock. Actually, I tell a lie. Time moves very quickly on a clock.
Is it time for dinner?
She moves around the room. There's a lamp on the table by the picture of her graduation. She opens the door and steps out into the colourless
He's
corridor.
in the kitchen.
Sunita's vision fogs for a moment. Then she walks through the corridor and goes into the kitchen. She tunes the radio.
wonder, search for clues. But then memory tricks on you and gives you what you want to find.
There's a note by the radio, channel 106. It's 20 to 6.
Oh, I remember it. It's so lovely. It's flowers.
It is a good house. Might open a window though. It's a bit stuffy in here. It's so hot outside.
She picks up a photograph,
Better idea. Let's
her
take
and
a
Dylan
garden.
smiling.
Yeah, we didn't get a proper look last time. Plus, we can see what's growing.
Okay,
That door was grueling, but we stole a moment in San Francisco.
Looking around the dining room, there's a fruit bowl on the table. In the corner is a smashed guitar.
It's locked.
She's in a little side room by the dining room and looks around. There's a floral rug, but it's grey, as the corridor is still lacking in colour. She opens a door and goes back into the bedroom. She goes into the closet that was locked the first time we saw it. She goes to the bedside table with a photo of her wedding day. She picks up the note.
What a lovely surprise. Our little bistro. Oh, what time is it? I should get ready, put my makeup on.
There's a perfume bottle. Turning it around, there's frosted pink glass and a picture of a rose.
It smells like roses.
She opens the drawer in the dressing table. A pocket watch. She turns the pocket watch around.
Oh, one of those time counting things.
A gold wedding band.
I have one of these too.
She switches on a lamp. She looks around the room and goes over to the closet in the corner. Back out into the colourless corridor. She goes into the room with the computer and a spare double bed. There's a carriage clock on the fireplace, on the mantelpiece. She goes back out into the corridor. A door on her left takes her into the bathroom. The toilet seat is up, but just the lid. Back in the corridor, over the floral rug that's grey, and into the dining room with the smashed guitar in the corner. There's a lute hanging on the wall. A lute, or maybe it's a sitar. She walks through the kitchen, a calendar for July with the dates crossed out. Tuning the radio to 106. In the dining room, a flashback to 70s decor. Moving boxes all around.
I'm so glad I persuaded him to get a tree for our first Christmas here.
The wallpaper is brown and yellow in a swirly pattern. A card with lots of signatures. Dylan and Sunita, congratulations on your wedding. All our best wishes, the orchestra. And I think the video has...
So many good friends. What did I come out here for?
The video crashed for a minute there. A card, congratulations on your new home. Sunny and Dylan, you're an inspiration to us all. We love you, be happy always,
It's all
Jenna
a bit of a
and Clark.
blur. It didn't rain though, even though Jenna thought it should.
She moves around the room. Boxes say fragile and this way up. Framed pictures are against the wall. A wedding card saying love, all I love on your wedding day. Remember, no handle. Enjoy life together. From Guillermo. More cards on the mantelpiece. Congratulations, a picture of a church and confetti. Inside, congratulations to my favourite people. Enjoy your life together and many happy
Errol
years.
didn't forget the rings, at least.
Another card on your special day. Dearest Sunita and Dylan, our thoughts and prayers are with you both on your special day.
I wish they could have been here.
I think that was from Mum and Dad, but I didn't get to read it. She moves around the room and out into the side room full of boxes.
Sonny! Sonny, come look at this.
A flashback.
Where would you go if you could go back in time?
If it was possible, I'd stay just here and now. You smiled then, like you knew something. A marvelous secret.
Back in the present day, in the dining room, there's a candle on the dinner table.
I'll set a place for Dylan. He'll be here soon.
She goes into the kitchen. At the dinner table, a plate of food in front of her.
It's getting late. I'll make us a cup of tea before bed.
The candle dims and goes out. She goes into the kitchen. On the floor is a teacup. There's a stain inside, and it looks like satin. The starry sky in India.
I want to know all the stars, Leela auntie.
We should be heading home now.
No, auntie, just one more, please.
The 7 rishis.
I know, like life in the Mahabharata.
Precisely, Sunni. The rishis were the 7 sages who made the sun rise and warm us with its light.
What else did they do?
Well, first, the rishi married Kritika, the 7 sisters, and they all lived happily in the north sky. Come on, so look north.
I'm looking.
Can you see the 4 in a box?
The view through the telescope scoops up. Two stars across from each other, and 2 above them.
Oh, I see it. And 3 going up. 6, 7. What happened to them?
One day, the rishis prepared an offering to Agni, and he emerged from the flames. He instantly fell in love with the sisters.
But he couldn't be with them because they're married.
Exactly.
So what did he do?
He was tormented by his love for the Critica and took to wandering. One day in the forest, he met Svaha, who loved him, although he didn't know it. She disguised herself as 6 of the 7 sisters.
Did it work? Did he love her forever?
Sadly, no. The Rishi thought their wives had been unfaithful and left them.
Nobody was happy.
Not every story can have a happy ending, Sunni. Not even for the gods.
We're now in the bedroom cupboard. There are hats on a chest of drawers. Looking around the cupboard, there's a light switch. It's switched on. The blank pages on the wall. And a cushion on the floor. There's the option to sit down on the cushion. One of the pages is a letter from the Grand Hotel, and a postcard from Hawaii says Aloha. The message on the back: Darling Dill, Hawaii is magical, but I don't see much beyond the observatory. The scope is marvellous and the team too. So glad the tour is going well. Make sure you look after yourself too. I know what you're like. Good news, I think I can arrive in San Francisco when you are here. Not long to wait, but also too long to wait. Love always, Sunny. It's sent to Dylan in Austria. The blank pages on the wall transform with words. They're newspaper clippings. Appleby wows La Scala audiences. Dylan Appleby. A letter from the Grand Hotel. Darling Sunny, just a short note, thank God for hotel stationery, otherwise I would never know where I am on tour. Missing you desperately. Still haven't parted ways with this devil of a cold. I hope you're feeling better than I am. The Italian press are kind, so all is not lost. All my love, Dylan. It was sent on the 20th of January 1972. More newspaper clippings. And the writing is revealed. Appleby cancels Berlin concert. Dylan Appleby conquers New York. A letter from the Palais Wien.
Recommend John truffles from BBC Good Food. 30 minutes to make. What would you like?
Apologies, Alexa just interrupted. Dearest darling Sunny, your last letter found me tired but buoyed by the promise of seeing you. I'm in hospital, but must say even French cuisine does not infiltrate these walls, alas. No need to hurry to my bedside, although there is nothing I would like more. Don't read the papers, they exaggerate. I am a little tired, that is all. I'm just creating more inventive ways to get out of touring. What lengths I will go to.
I should phone Dylan. Is he okay?
More clippings. Sydney Opera House celebrates.
I'm glad he's back now. He is, isn't he? It's lonely here without him.
She looks around the closet. 2 pairs of shoes on the floor. Moves out through the bedroom. The light of the day is fading.
Where are you, Dylan? Why are you never here? I need to know.
The corridor is now brightly coloured, with a red hue. She tunes the radio. The corridor has become never-ending. With red light guiding the way. A newspaper clipping on the wall. Appleby wows La Scala audiences. Another, Dylan Appleby conquers New York. Another, Dylan Appleby conquers New York. Moving along the corridor, following the red lights. And the newspaper clippings repeated over and over. Following the clippings along the winding corridor. Exhaustion plagues Dylan Appleby.
Sunita, it's Maria from the care agency. I've been ringing all morning.
I thought perhaps, now the tour is over, let's...
Don't give up so easily.
Where would you go? Sonny, do you think there could be another you and me in Andromeda? Looking back at us, where would you go?
Just until my research is finalized.
Sonny, come look at this!
Let's do it. Just until my research is finalized.
Sonny, come look at this!
Let's do it. Just until my research is finalized.
The walls are completely plastered with newspaper clippings and the words "Find Dylan." It's raining in the corridor. There's the option to open a door. She goes into a sitting room area, a room we haven't been in yet.
No, you just decided.
I don't want to talk about this. Not when you're like this.
Why did we always come second?
You didn't. You were pressuring me.
We always said, though.
Well, things changed.
Exactly. You changed, but you never told me.
Looking around the room, there's a record on a sofa. Bach Goldberg Variations by Dylan Appleby. A picture of him with a cigarette in his mouth. She looks around the room, at a fireplace and books on shelves. A record player. Colour seeps into the room. A red cushion, a yellow sofa, a grand piano. There's a card on the stool. A card on the piano stool. A service of thanksgiving to remember with love Dylan James Appleby. Funeral service will take place on Tuesday the 14th of December 1999 at St Michael's Church, Camden Town at 1:30. Entry music, Morning by Grieg. Welcome, opening prayer.
I must be reading this wrong. What's it saying?
Sheet music on the piano. More sheet music. Song for Sunita. She looks around the room. The art on the walls now has colour. A newspaper. The Daily News. Concert pianist Dylan Appleby dead. World-class composer and concert pianist Dylan Appleby died in the early hours of yesterday morning. According to emergency services, he was involved in a car accident and died on arrival at St Mary's Hospital. Known for his poetic compositions for piano, as well as vibrant and moving...
No, you can't be. I can still hear you playing. How did it happen? Why did you leave?
Wasn't your career that would get put on hold.
I stopped touring. What did you want me to do?
I don't know, Dylan, but what I do counts.
What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't mean that. Dylan, wait!
She looks around the room and out of patio doors.
You always wanted us to slow down and start a family. I was happy to be just us and our careers. But I kept forgetting things.
Opening the patio doors and stepping outside. There's garden furniture around a round table. A white fog. It's raining. Looking around at the garden furniture.
I got confused. I forgot myself. But then you were gone. And I forgot that too. I don't want to be alone and confused anymore, Dylan.
She walks around the garden. In the distance, a faint silhouette of a figure holding an umbrella.
We can be together now. Now, I remember.
She moves closer to the figure holding the umbrella. And the image fades to white. Thank you for playing Before I Forget by Threefold Games. Game design by Claire Morwood and Chella Ramanan. Narrative design Chella Ramanan. Programming Claire Morwood. Art Claire Morwood. Audio design and programming Jake Baston. Music Dave Tucker. Additional art AJ Murdoch, Emma Haynes, Chella Ramanan. Character design Emma Haynes. Additional writing Martine Lillycrop. Voice direction Adele Cutting, sound cuts. Voice editing Dave Newby and Adele Cutting, sound cuts. Voiceover artists Anjali Kuna Panani as Sunita, Mason Scott Robinson as Dylan, Bushra Laksa as Leela, Reshma Maddy as Maria. The Garden radio play written by Chella Ramanan, Ben Bridger as Josh, Chella Ramanan as Zoe. Original audio developer and contributor Sharon Taylor, made with Unity Game Engine, made with Fmod Studio by Firelight Technologies. We would like to give special thanks to John Paulson and the rest of the Humble team for their support, Dr. Donald Servant and Dr. David Codling for their medical expertise and feedback. We would also like to give special thanks to all our playtesters and everyone who has given us advice during development. Thank you everyone for listening. If you have any feedback, please give it now in the comments. Thank you very much. The credits are rolling and there are pictures, black and white pictures of Sunita and Dylan. The colour photo of them at Christmas. a black and white photograph of Dylan writing music at his piano. Thanks for joining. I've been Sonia Castello Branco. Bye-bye.